Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TML F3 Round 7 of the Season 8 Championship of the Season 8 around the Suzuka circuit in Japan. My name is Anton Schenker. I'll be taking you through the action tonight. As I said, the 7th round of the championship. Last week I wasn't there when we had race around Miami as replaced by our brain Mike, but tonight I'm going to be taking you through the action, as I said, as I usually do on the Friday evenings. As right now our drivers are joining slowly but safely in the lobby for the race around this, for the qualifying and the race around this legendary track. I will take you to the top three and the current standings in the championship. So last week in Miami, let me just find it. Find the results. Dylan won the race in Alpine with his teammate Stenros coming in second place, and Yaham picking up the podium in third. So in terms of championship, AC Lucas leads the way with so Lucas leads with 110 points. Honey Badger in second with 105 points, and AC Mortal in third with 104 points. Then in fourth we have Stenros in the Alpine with 99 points. Fifth is Legend with 89 points. Sixth is CH with 84 points. Seventh is Jamie with 69 points. Ellery Dan is in 8th with 52 points. Appledorn is 9th with 48 points. 10th is Dylan with 47 points. 11th is Pody with 45 points. 12th is Gmac with 43 points. Then in 13th we have Conti with 36 points. Dark Inferno in 14th with 35 points. Yaram in 15th with 34 points. AT Roygard with 32 points sitting in 16th place. Nixie FN with 25 points sitting in 17th. Anderson 21 in 18th place with 20 points. 19th is Matibos with 12 points, and the last place we have Olitex with 9 points. Speaking about the constructors, AlphaTauri leads the way with doesn't actually lead the way. AlphaTauri and Williams are tied on top with 158 points. Behind them is Aston Martin with 147 points. Alpine 1 point behind them in let's say in I don't know if this is for third and fourth, but Alpine behind them with 146 points. Then behind Alpine we have Ferrari with 141 points. Then behind them is Red Bull with 96 points. Then we have McLaren with 79 points, Haas with 52 points, Mercedes with 52 points, and in last we have Alfa Romeo with 46 points. As there is 16 drivers in our lobby at the moment, so we should be ready to get going pretty soon. As Suzuka circuit, one of the classics and one of the legendary tracks in the F1 calendar. So many famous races there. Maybe not in recent years, but through the history there are surely some crazy races around there. 2012, Kamui Kobayashi getting his one and only podium in Formula One. I think it was with Sauber on his home race. Also, 1990, I think 1998, the championship decided, or it was. I'm not sure if it was 1998 or 1999. Championship decided between Eddie Irvine and Mika Hakkinen. I think when I think better, I think it was 1999. Also, Kimi Raikkonen winning from 17th place in 2005 with last lap overtake on Giancarlo Fisichella, and yeah, many famous races. Also, that race in 1989 with Prost and Senna colliding in Casio Triangle chicane, allowing Alain Prost to win the championship after after Ayrton Senna got disqualified post race. As our drivers are readying up, and in a couple of seconds we'll be in action in Suzuka. Tonight we'll be trying something different on the stream. So at the moment, instead of Classic Club Guide and with me doing commentary with from someone's onboard, from onboard of some of our drivers. Tonight we'll have live commentary of Lab Guide alongside courtesy of FRL Charlie, who decided to volunteer for tonight, so thanks to him. So I'll quickly add him to the party. So Charlie, if you're listening to the stream, just make sure your voice share settings is on. As right now we are here at Suzuka, 17 minutes and around 40 seconds are left to go in the session, as Charlie has joined the party. So good evening, Charlie, and just make sure your voice share settings is on.
Yeah, I think it already is.
Okay, good. Whenever you're ready, just yeah, go out on track. Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Just need to get my setup sorted. All I will say is a bit difficult to hear you.
It's difficult. Is it better now?
Not. I've got your volume on max and it is quiet.
Hold on. Is it slightly better now? I cannot close my mic to my mouth anymore.
Still quite hard to hear. Just leave it like that and we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. Alright.
don't know if I can hear you or not.
I'm just not. I'm not talking for now. I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
I'll just bring you in when you are close to starting your flying lap. So that'll be around. So we pretty shortly.
I might get a few of the corner numbers wrong, but I'll try my
But
best.
don't worry. Everyone does mistakes. Everyone does mistakes. I don't know some of them, to be honest. So yeah. So as Charlie is preparing to start his flying lap, Charlie Miller says, taking you around the lap, around Suzuka. So Charlie, what do you?
Here's going to turn 1 air late braking. You want to lay a lot more brake on this game compared to the last one. Want a bit wide and out of the exit, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 there. There's a lot of the curb. Turn 5, you want to run as much as you can to the low side to keep the traction. And into turn 7, I believe. You might not want to always take it flat, you can always lose the rear there, obviously. Then to turn 9, if I'm correct. Late brake again. So now reach to the hairpin. Bit too much braking there, but it'll have to do. So then we obviously go past where Carlos Sainz crashed in real life. As we then now go down a long straight air, to then complete sector 2 into this far gap away, that would be lovely. So then is the fast left-hander with the final 3 corners to go. And into the final corner, get as low as you possibly can to get the best lap time. That's a lap by me.
So very good job, Charlie, and thank you once again as he goes in 4th place with that lap with 130.080. As Lucas meanwhile went to the 1st place with 129.435, followed by Honey Badger and G-Mac in 3rd place, Dennis Bodie, Immortal, Charlie, Roygard, Jamie, and Appledorn, the last one of the drivers who set the lap time. So Charlie, if you want to leave now, you are free.
Yeah,
to go.
I'll leave the time in the pits.
Okay, understood. So thank you once again for your time and for your lap guide. It was really good.
Yeah, thank you for having me here as well.
No problem. As Dylan started his flying lap coming to Dagner 1. Almost spinning the car, so Dylan is really pushing to get that lap time. We'll see what the winner from last week can do. As we tackle the spoon corner now. Want to get a good exit from there. Yard. Now braking for the Cartier Triangle chicane, misses the apex, but gets the second one. With too much in the curb, I would dare to say, but Dylan, even with that, goes into fifth place with 129.841. As the next driver will cross the line, will be, I don't, anyone, but Yarham seems to be the next guy who will cross the finish line. As Yarham now is coming out of Kasia Jungle chicane, taking the short line through the line, and it's 129.552 for Yarham, who goes into second place in between Lucas and Honeybadger. So once again, really close times here at Suzuka, and I will dare to say qualifying is really important around here, as in recent years with these wider cars and the overtaking is not quite a bit possible as it was in the past few years. I don't know, let's say around 10 years ago or so, because these wide cars and with truck consisting of pretty much chain of corners, it's really difficult to overtake. The only spots really remain to overtake are through on 30R and on the braking for Kasia Triangle chicane, turn 1 and the way into hairpin, as most times you can gain more here on strategy, and your strategy and race pace and consistency in your lap times can be really crucial around here. By the way, hello to Jamie on in the chat. Jamie always following the streams. That's one of his traditions from F4 and F5 from last 2 seasons, as now we are on board with Honeybadger, currently sitting in 4th place, as Stenros meanwhile went into 2nd place with 129.547. The Alpine driver who, as I said earlier on the stream, got 2nd in the drivers in the last race in Miami. As Dan meanwhile going into top with 129.354, and Honeybadger going really wide into spoon corner. It's easy to do that as at some point you're braking at the same time while turning. You can easily misjudge it, put the power down too early, and then just your car just goes wide. It just drags you out wide, and you can really lose a lot of lap time there. But even with that mistake, goes into 3rd place with 129.531. As Lucas also meanwhile improved on 129.45, I think it was. As J-Mac now goes into the provincial pole position at 129.3410, as Lucas crashed out. Lucas has, I think, crashed out. If I'll be able to see the car, that would be really great. But it seems he crashed on the way into the exit of Kasia Triangle, and while he was, I think, up on his lap time, Lucas, that's my mistake, sorry, he didn't improve. His lap time was the same as he put his bunker in, and yeah, G-Mac and Dan currently in top spots. Lucas won't be going higher than 3rd in this qualifying session. Honeybadger going into is now 5th, as Charlie, who obviously took us through the lap around this track, now goes into 3rd place and improves by around around couple of tenths on his bunker. So really good lap from a Mercedes driver. as Jamie gives us the weather update, saying it's going to rain in the race, I would assume. So there's two things that go with the there's two things that cannot be separated from each other. Ferrari from when it comes to F1, Ferrari pit crew from doing awful strategies and comical mistakes, and Suzuka and can't be separated from mixed conditions and changeable conditions on the track, and also heavy monsoon type of heavy rains, as we saw that on last Sunday, as Sandros' lap is not particularly great, it's a little mild. Telemetry, as Legend meanwhile went to 5th with 129.477. As Yarham now goes into provisional pole position with 129.237. The McLaren driver was really unlucky this season in some races, I have to say. He will always somehow got caught up in the accidents, although silly mistakes when he had the pace to win, or to finish on podium if nothing. But hopefully he can turn his luck around until the end of the season. It's a long season ahead of us. Everything can turn around in a couple of seconds, in a couple of races, as Immortal now goes into provisional pole position with 129.009. So I think we are on the way to 128 toward 128 to 128 soon. As now, I'll ask you guys watching in the chat, what's your predictions for pole? Who will be the pole sitter and what will be his lap time? Approximately. What's your predictions? Let me hear your thoughts. As Dan is slightly down on his previous time. Obviously that gave him provisional pole position for a second, really going aggressive into spoon corner, throwing the car into it, leaving a little bit of room there just to make sure that his lap time is clean, as he marginally improves his second split, coming to Cassie Triangle, really braking late, going over the curbs aggressively. As Paudi retires on the crashes out, Immortal also retires. Dan stays fourth. Paudi, I think Paudi retired in pits, so my mistake. I got excited for absolutely nothing. As Dan spins around in the S's. Did the grip start to wash out already? Archimak is also retired. Currently sitting in P3. So did Immortal. Those guys think they did enough. As Honey Badger is 7/10 up, or he improved by 7/10. I'm not really sure. I think he just finished his lap time. As Legend is, I think, just going to start his line lap, as rain is here. Rain did start to fall, and I think that's the qualifying over. If some of our charts, if some of our drivers don't decide to be brave and try to maybe improve their lap time somehow when there's still enough grip for slicks, but I don't see that coming. As Legend is going for one last time, it seems. I might be wrong. Legend who is slightly up in the first sector, going really on the edge here. But the question is, will the truck endure? Conti retires. Legend going decently through the hairpin. I mean, I cannot really say, because neither do I. I don't even know how to take that corner. I don't even know what's the exact line to take that corner. I mean, everyone has its own driving style and the unique lines to take through some corners. As Legend is now coming to second split soon. Still marginally up. He increases his advantage from first sector. Legend. Will the bravery pay off to him? As he comes out on track. A little bit prone to retraction. Legend. He's slightly down on his lap time and stays 7th. As now, I think that's qualifying over with Matibos retiring, and he'll be starting last. Apeldoorn is 15th, Roygaard is 14th, Jamie is 13th, and I'll get the rest to you when we get the leaderboard. So AC Immortal takes pole position with 129.009, followed by Yaram with 129.236, Gmac in third with 129.3, Dan in fourth with 129.353, Charlie in fifth with 129.411 with 411, rounding out the top 5. Then we have Lucas in 6th, Legend in 7th, Honeybadger in 8th, Stenders in 9th, Dylan in 10th, Odie in 11th, Conti in 12th, Jamie in 13th, Roygaard in 14th, Apeldoorn in 15th, and Matti was in 16th and the last place for tonight. So that's your grid order for round 7 of TML's Formula 3 Championship in Season 8 around Circuit de Suzuka in Japan, around Suzuka Circuit in Japan, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how will the race go. And as for your information, we have no formation lap for tonight. So when the lights go out, we are going. When our drivers get our setups ready and the strategies ready, setups and strategies ready, they won't have that one lap to heat up the tires and to check if everything's alright with temperatures, etc. We'll go straight to the action after the five red lights go out. So 5 red lights are on. And they're off, and we're racing here in Japan. So Jargon getting a better initial start than Immortal. They're equal on the second pace, but Jargon hanging the inside for turn 1. Immortal can break later slightly on the outside, but Jargon, I think, will take the lead. But Immortal somehow keeps the lead there. Dan in third, Charlie in fourth, Lucas in fifth, Legend in sixth. Gmac is going side by side with Legend in seventh. Honeybadger in 8th, Stanros in 9th, Podie in 10th, Conti in 11th, Matevos in 12th, Apeldoorn in 13th, Roygaard in 14th, Dylan in 15th, and Jamie dropping back all the way to 16th. As our leaders are going now to the Tour, Dan closing in on Yaram slightly. As behind the Legend overtakes Lucas through the hairpin. And Now ahead he has the Mercedes of FRL Charlie, also meanwhile at the back center takes Honey Badger, but then a few seconds after spins at the spoon curve, loses it on traction and doing almost I think 360 pirouettes across the track and losing not only one position but a couple of them, dropping back all the way back into 14th. As Immortal set the fastest lap of the first lap with 1:35.332. As Dylan already gets a 5-second time penalty for spinning the pit lane, so I assume Dylan has no front wing and he has to do an early stop. So unlucky for Dylan as Honey Badger is dropping down the field. Honey Badger has had a spin out of first corner. So really chaotic start to the TML Formula 3 Japanese Grand Prix Round 7 of the Season 8 Championship. Honey Badger, race winner from 2 rounds ago in Spa-Francorchamps, struggling in opening stages of the race here at Suzuka Circuit. That's about ahead we have a pile up with Roygaard going after the race and I think Stendros or I don't know who that was being involved in that, and that's our first safety car of the evening on at the end of lap 2 out of 27 here at Suzuka. We saw 3 in F4 last night, I think, or it was 4. How much there will be here tonight? You can also predict that in the chat if you want to. If you want to. Matt Tibos being involved, it seems, in that collision with Roygaard, who I think that shows his emotions straight away. That shows his emotions after this, with him leaving the session straight away. Yeah, Stenros also being involved in that collision. So 3-car pile up there, and Roygaard coming off worst in that situation with an early exit from for Danish driver in the Mercedes, as his teammate for tonight, FRL Charlie, is in 5th place. So, lap 3 out of 27. We are under safety car conditions here at Suzuka. Immortal leads from Yarham, Dan, Legend, Charlie, Lucas, G-Mac, Cody, Conti, Appledorn, Jamie, Honey Badger, Mattibos, Stenros, and Dylan, who is now pitting once again to get rid of those. He pitted once again for mediums. So as we are now under the safety car, we can check the strategies. So Immortal Yaram, Charlie, Pody, Conti, and Appledorn, Honey Badger, Mattibos, and Senders are on hard tires. Everyone except them is on mediums. So one stop is not impossible around here, but also what I think we'll more likely to see, maybe we will also see a two-stopper, a two-stop race. We never know. Depends on strategy choice of our drivers, and obviously we don't know that yet. As yeah, also we can never exclude the changing conditions here, as I said. So strategy is one big mystery around here, and with us being under a safety car, we can check the biggest winners and losers in terms of positions gained after 2.5 laps we spent racing here at Suzuka. So biggest winners are Appledorn, Conti, Dan and Matebos with 5 positions gained from Appledorn as sorry if this sounded weird, but my mic plugged off, so I had to put it so I had to plug it in back, and sorry for that. So Appledorn, as I said, the biggest winner of this start with 5 positions gained. 4 positions gained for Matt Dibos, as I think Honeybutter has picked it or did a mistake under the safety car. Conde going up 3 places, so did Bodie, as G-Mac crashes out behind the safety car. What on earth has happened there? Safety car going in this lap. What on earth has just happened there with G-Mac? So Appledorn make that 6 positions gained. Also 4 positions gained for Conti and Bodie, and 5 for Matebos, as now we are going to race as the Immortal goes, but Yarham doesn't fall on those tricks, but neither does Dan. So who has the better momentum? Dan, he has good momentum, but he's too far, as Immortal and Yarham make slight contact, but no damage to any of those drivers. Hello. Once again, everyone. Sorry for disappearing for a couple of seconds. Some unexpected things went on. As we are back in the right time, as Dan is closing in on Yarham for in the battle for second place. Dan obviously having the advantage in tires for now, and he's trying to capitalize on that, but doesn't doesn't manage to do it at this moment, at this point, as Yarham defends well and keeps that second place in his hands for now. As behind Lucas is closing in on Charlie slightly. Lucas, who crashed out in qualifying, and oh, he doesn't go wide. That's just problem with connection on my side, as Immortal sets the new fastest lap of 1:33.498. DRS is enabled for the first time in tonight's race, as Dan and Yarham are literally glued together going in the first two corners. They were glued together, and Yarham still keeps that second place away, still away from Dan. Really keeping his cool and feeling and absorbing the pressure he's getting from the Dutch driver in the Haas, who had average season until this point, with some pretty good races, but also he wasn't quite lucky in some, as he almost lost the car out of spawn corner. That is allowing Legend to close in on him, but nothing drastically will happen, as behind we have Appledorn and Matt Dibos going for it. Appledorn around the outside on the way to 130R. Honeybadger meanwhile overtaking Dylan. Appledorn around the outside of 130R. He goes wide and backs of it. Mission failed. We'll get him next time, as Dan overtakes Yarham with the help of DRS. Lucas overtakes Charlie, but goes wide, really wide there, and losing that place he just gained, as Dan is now freeing himself from Yarham, and let's see, will he be able to challenge Immortal for the lead, as we have yellow flag. Legend is out of the session. Legend is out of the session in the Degner 2 on the way to the hairpin, and that's another safety car of the evening. Another safety car of the evening tonight, as Legend really having a good race until that point. Did a mistake, took too much of the exit curb off of Degner 2, I believe, lost it on traction, and end up saying hello to the wall on the right hand side. As now it will be interesting to see, will anyone pit, as we watch Conti going into the pits, as Immortal got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that could really change the race. Yarham saying out Immortal picks for mediums. Dan, as I wanted to point out, will anyone from medium, from the guys who start on medium tires, pit to get a free picks up on hard tires, or maybe even softs if they want to switch to a two-stop strategy? Pit now when they have this opportunity to get cheap pit stop here. Dan, Lucas, Pody, Jamie, Honeybadger, Dylan, Charlie, and Matibos all did it, with Immortal getting 5-second time penalty for 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I don't think he was the only one. Let me just check. Yeah, as Charlie also got the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Third driver, those two are second and third driver to get that sort of penalty, as Dylan got one already in lap 1. So Yarham leading from Senros and Appledorn, who all decided to stay out and don't pit. I mean, they are on hard, so that is quite understandable. But on Immortal was also on the hard tires, and he still decided to go into the pits. as Charlie went on the sub tires, and that I think that he's definitely committing to a stop apart. If he's not, if he doesn't do some Checo Perez tire saving. Warm up the tires, Matt. Yeah. I got excited for absolutely nothing. Once again, my Wi-Fi has fooled me. Penalty, I think it was one of the Ferraris, I will imagine. Yep, Conti getting double drive-through penalty in a couple of seconds, and before that getting 5-second time penalty. I don't think this is I don't know if this can be real. If this is another Codemasters masterclass in this game. Conte getting another drive-through penalty, collecting those penalties like there is no tomorrow. But I don't know what's happening with Conte, as he got disqualified for receiving multiple drive penalties. What on earth has happened there? As did he not have Delta or something? I'm not really sure. But confusing situation there. I will be surprised to hear that it's another masterclass from F1 22, and one another bug from and another bug from Codemaster's Hat of Bugs, which we solved in the not only in this game but also in the past games, as safety cars going in once again into the pits in this lap 10 out of 27, 17 laps to go. And Yarham crosses the line, it will be 11, it will be 16 laps to go. Here at Suzuka, Yarham is still waiting to restart the race, and he goes now. Yarham from Stenros, Appledorn, Immortal. He doesn't seem to have the momentum to try to make a move on the Aston Martin driver. As I really don't know what's going on with this lag at the moment. Hopefully the connection will stabilize as soon as possible. As behind, I don't know really what's going. I don't really know what's going on. Cars going left, right, and center at the moment as Immortal overtook Appledorn, so they done, and in front of them Stenros and Yaram are fighting for the first place. Immortal is smiling when he sees this. When he was smiling when he saw this, I'm sure, as Yaram was a little bit wide. Immortal on the better tires, trying to set up a move going into Castle chicane, but he didn't do it. But now it's all about the momentum until turn 1. Immortal using overtake slightly, but Yarham trying to overtake Stenros, but I think he's too far. As there was, I think, team orders at Williams or Appledorn did a mistake, as Lucas is now in 5th place ahead of his teammate. But also behind him, Honey Badger is trying to make a move going down the corner, trying to do George Russell impression from last week. doesn't manage to do it. As Honey Badger once again making a dive into the hairpin kamikaze Kobayashi style, I would imagine, as Pody uses the traction of his medium tires to overtake Appledorn, who is now falling through the order, dropping like a stone. I will dare to say, as now Dylan was on his tail and he overtook him with Charlie being the next driver to trying to overtake him. Charlie used the ERS and overtakes Appledorn going turn 1. At the front, Stenros is pulling the gap to Yaram. He's stretching the gap, almost breaking the DRS range to the McLaren driver with in his mirrors as Immortal and Dan are all closing in on him on 8 lap younger tires than the hards of on the Yarham's car. Yaram is gaining, Immortal is gaining on Yaram, but he's too far to make a move. But will he be able to set up a move through turn 1 in turn 1 to cut the jungle chicane? As KRS is enabled now. Joachim caught up slightly to Stenros once again. But seems to really lose time into the sector 2 of the track compared to drivers around him. As behind we have Honey Badger getting closer and closer to Lucas in the battle for 5th place. But he's getting the fastest lap. The race trying to make some progress in the race as Lucas actually caught up to Dan as well. So at the moment we have, let's say, 6-car battle for the lead of the race, pretty much. Arion being closely charged. Immortal spins round into the Degener 1, gets beat, turn curb, had to use reset the track. I guess, and but anyway, that's not my job to do commenting that leaderboard. It's messing around once again. I don't really know who is leading, who is not leading. I don't really know. I don't really know if Jimmy is leading or he's almost a lap down. I don't know, as I'm pretty much confused now what's happening in the race. I think Stener's is the leader. Close to the lap. Stener's from Yaram, Dan, Lucas, Honey Badger, Dylan, Bodie, Charlie, Immortal, Matti Boss, Appledorn, and Jamie. Actually, we're just messing around once again. Lap at Yarham pits. Lap 17 up to 27, probably going for the set of medium tires. Immortal sets the first lap of 132.525, so Immortal trying to make some damage control out of this. As Dan meanwhile gets promoted to the second after Yarham's pit stop. Lucas in third, Connie Major in fourth. I don't think Jamie is fifth. Dylan in fifth, Paul in sixth, Charlie in seventh, Immortal in eighth, Matibas in ninth, Appledorn in 10th, Yarham dropping all the way back to P11, and Jamie getting the lap in last place. As we have yellow flag in 2. I don't know where exactly, I cannot really see the reason, but Immortal behind overtakes Lucas. I think that's the reason. Lucas has spun round or went wide. Or that's late or messing around again. I think that's the later one. I think better. As Dan went into the DRS zone of the DRS range of Sandros. Dan, who really has the advantage here over everyone else. And Sonny Badger. Says that he's in third. I don't know if that's the case or Lucas is ahead of him. No, Lucas Spanner went wide, and Honeyberg is now in third place. Dylan is in fourth, Bodie in fifth, Charlie in sixth, Immortal in seventh, Lucas in eighth. Then it's Matt Davis, Appledorn, Yaram, and then Jamie. As I was saying, Dan has the upper hand area around him at this moment with being on Carters who are not only 6 laps younger than Tards of Sandros, but also has the upper hand of the guys who are handling first set of mediums. Because Tards work pretty well around this track actually, and they are obviously more durable than medium Tards, as Immortal gets the time penalty for multiple warnings, and Dylan or no, Charlie pits for new set of mediums. He presumably did it to get rid of his 5-second time penalty. Also pitted. Now he is in last place. As now our top 3 drivers are in no man's land really, falling behind each other, with Stenros leading from Dan, Honey Badger, Dylan, Cody, Immortal, Lucas, Matevos, Yaram. I think then it's Charlie and Jamie. Then it's Charlie and Apollon, and then Jamie is still last. I'm not really sure. Leaderboard has been messing around today quite a bit. And now we are entering the last stage of the race here at Suzuka. Stenros still keeps the lead, but Dan is getting ever so closer to him as we have a yellow flag. Someone that has mental. That is Matt Tibos coming to the starting straight out of Castle Triangle chicane. Obviously the place where Kevin Magnussen crashed in 2019 in qualifying. Remember that year we had to qualify in the, I think it was 2 a.m. in the morning or something like that, because of bad weather conditions postponed the qualifying in the original, as it was originally planned on Saturday. Stenros really keeping his cool, keeping his lap time consistent, but I don't think he'll be able to hold on too long to the pressure of Dan and Honey Badger behind. As Dan, I thought he almost lost it for a second, but that was again lag, desync my connection as they have yellow flag. That is someone around, that's Lucas around once again. That's a position to Yaram, who is climbing to the field slowly but safely. Charlie Odex Matevos. With Stenros doing his best impression of Jarno, truly. And his trains obviously do start training the same team as we all know. Alpine is just rebranded Renault F1 team as of last season, which was their full season under the name of Alpine, and the decision that came in some series of 2020 season. As now Dan is getting really close when the Casio Triangle chicane. Honey Badger is also not that far away. DRS is now enabled, but Stenros using DRS and trying to break the slipstream as Carrillo plug in sector 1. the exact reason. As Immortal fits once again. So Yarham going up into the 6th place now. Charles taking a fast lap of 131.891. Immortal going for soft tires and the fast lap of the race. But now Funnybizer is getting closer to Dan. Dan is getting closer to Stenros. So with 5 laps to go, we have a battle for the win on our hands as Charlie overtakes Lucas or Lucas overtakes Charlie. I don't know what happened here. Our leaderboard is just messing around. Sorry for me spreading the misinformations. But it's really hard when the leaderboard is messing like this. Now I think random yellows, or that is not a random yellow. I don't know. I didn't notice anything. As Dan is getting really closer. Now he's close, so close, but so far. And Generals is really managing to cap this point, and with the old then also Honeybutter behind Honeybutter. What's this? Flag now. I think it's a random yellow. To be honest. As Lucas is now getting closer to Yaram. And so it's done to Sandros, but will that be close enough for him to set up a move into turn 1 perhaps? Dan really going aggressive over that curb. Getting decent exit this time. Using the RS. Gets the RS. But the Alpine seems to have upper hand on straight line speed. But going wide slightly into the turn 1. Not being on the line. And that opened the door slightly for Dan, but nothing too much, as Dan almost lost the car through the Dunlop corner. So he's really pushing as Immortal sets a fastest lap of 130.775. All the way down in 9th as Dan got really wide in the hairpin. Also behind the battle for 6th place, Lucas is now really close to Yaram, and Matibos is closing in on Appledorn. As Appledorn got facing a time penalty for multiple warnings. Only 4 drivers with time penalties from the track, but surprised me quite a lot, as the track is easy to get time penalties. If you go millimeter wide, as now Dan is closer than he has ever been to Stenros, but Stenros pulling the gap on that straight, and keeping his car on the inside corner, keeping it on the racing line, and not giving Dan any opportunity to even think about trying trying to make a move on him. As we have 2 laps to go now, Stenros leads from Dan, Honey Badger, and those two make contact, slight contact, and Dan now leads. Stenros got a puncture. Stenros got a puncture going to Dagners. That's why he lost so much speed. Front left puncture for Stenros. Losing everything here, and Dan could describe this. If there is a song to describe a race from Dan, that will be lost but won. He lost the battle against Stenros, as Stenros was keeping him behind all the time, but at the end he won the war with Stenros getting a puncture and allowing him to take the lead, as Stenros now has to pit, promoting his teammate Dylan into 3rd place. Bodie goes into 4th, Stenros going on soft tires, Yaram goes into 5th. As Dan now is 7/10 ahead of Honey Badger, with 2 laps to go. Well, lap 26 and lap 27, one lap to go. Whatever you like, however you like to count it. As Dylan made a mistake, and that allowed Bodie to go into the podium places. So action kicking off here in last 2 laps, or last 1.5 lap here at the Suzuka circuit in Japan for round 7 of Formula 3 Season 8 Championship with TML. Dan leads 1.6 seconds away from Honey Badger as he enters the last lap of the race. And driver behind Lucas is in Yaram's gearbox, so is Dylan in the gearbox of Bodie. Dylan going around the outside, but Bodie still fighting for it. But Dylan makes the move stick as Lucas overtakes Yaram. For 5th place. Currently 4th if Dylan doesn't pull enough of the gap. You can check the time penalties now. So Dylan having 3 seconds, Immortal having 3 seconds, Matepos having 3 seconds time penalties, and Appleron also having 3 seconds of time penalties. As now, let's ride on board with LRE Dan. Harsh driver really showed the pace tonight. Made good strategy choices. He's coming out of the Cassia Triangle chicane, and he'll cross the line as the winner of TML's Formula 3 round 7 of Season 8 Championship at Japan, at the Suzuka circuit in Japan. Honey Badger coming home in 2nd place. Dylan taking 3rd on track, but on time penalties, Bodie does not jump him. Neither does Lucas. Neither does Yaram. Neither does Charlie. And so Bodie in 4th, Lucas in 5th, Yaram in 6th, Charlie 7th. Stenros, after that puncture, what was really unfortunate for him, claims 8th place. Immortal is in 9th, crashing over the line. Mate was rounding the track with no front wing in 10th place. Appledorn in 11th place. And Jamie finishing in 12th and last place. So this is it. This is the end of round 10 in TML's Formula 3 Season 8 Championship. Dan taking the victory for Haas team. Ahead of Honey Badger and Dylan, so a Dutchman taking the win for Haas. Where have I seen that before? As also we got Netherlands 1-2. That's 1-2 here at the Suzuka with Dan obviously taking the win and Honey Badger taking the second place. Dylan claims podium for the Alpine. So let's run you through the finishing order once again. LRE Dan took the win with Honey Badger in second place, Dylan rounding up the podium in third. In fourth we have 40 and AC Lucas rounding out the top 5. 6 is Yarham, 7 is Charlie, 8 is Stenros, 9 is Immortal, 10 is Matibos, 11th is Appledorn, 12th is Jamie, and then 13th Conte is disqualified. Legend who crashed out, G-Mac who also crashed out, and Roygard who crashed out as well. Fastest lap of the race at the end went to Stenros in 8th with 1:30.114. So that rounds off the action for tonight here at Suzuka in here at Suzuka Circuit in Japan. Really entertaining race. F3 and the Suzuka didn't disappoint us once again, and we really had something to enjoy in tonight, as hopefully you did enjoy as much as I did. As now we are waiting if anyone of our top three drivers will like to do an interview, and so we can hear their point of view of the race. minutes to see if anyone of them will join us to so Dan and Amateur definitely won't be coming to do an interview, as Dylan also won't be able to do it, or won't come to do an interview, as so that means we are done officially here for tonight. So my name was Aaron Tonchik. This was TML season TML's F3 race around the Suzuka circuit in Japan, round 10 of the season 8 championship. Have a nice evening, and until next time, goodbye.